So one of the questions that I quite often get asked is by athletes is whether bone mineral density can be restored or improved once an individual finishes their athletic career. And this is quite a difficult question to answer in many respects, but largely I would say it's not wholly reversible. So what I mean by that is generally you achieve about 90% of peak bone mass by the time you're around 20 years of age. And the amount of bone that you've accrued by the time you're 30 is about as much as you're ever likely to get. As you progress through middle age, you tend to get a plateau in bone mass, and then that drops off as you get older and you sort of enter into this age-associated decline. So of course, one of the things that particularly those athletes who, for example, practice non-weight bearing sports, particularly often with low energy availability, suffer from is a low bone mass while they're competing. And then one of the things that they assume is that that's going to be easily reversible once they stop competing, and their bone mass is going to come back up to sort of normal or higher than normal levels. And that might not necessarily be the case. What they might be able to do once they've stopped competing is to offset the rate at which their bone mass declines further, but it's unlikely that they're going to reach whatever their potential peak bone mass would have been had they not been so involved in the competitive level of their sport. So one of the things that the athlete might need to do is focus a little bit on what their bone mass is during their competitive years, and try to maintain that as best they possibly can to try to make sure that they don't have problems with really low bone mass and osteopenia and osteoporosis in later life.